Namaste friends, welcome back to Ganvet channel. Today we are going to talk about Paytm IPO. Should you apply or not? It is India's so far largest IPO. So what are the points about listing in? What are the strengths and weakness of this IPO? Please watch till the end to get the complete details. Educational video is based on our research and analysis does not mean any recommendation. This company 197 is a leading digital ecosystem in India. It started in year 2000. In 2009, it started Paytm, which is known for financial services and products. It has definitely contributed in India digital revolution. It is leading payment app with 20 plus million merchants partnership and it is associated with 300 plus million consumers. This has close to 30 subsidiaries through which they provide different products and services. Paytm has widely three services. Payment services, mostly you use the QR codes with so many merchants. Commerce and clouds, for example, the tickets. Financial services, you use the banks, payment bank or the credit cards. So most widely Paytm is used for bill payments, recharges, sending money and book tickets. Paytm's service started in 2009. 2012 they started payment gateway. 2014 they added bus tickets and Paytm wallet. 2015 they started bill payments, movie tickets and QR codes. 2016 they started with train tickets and flight ticketing also. 2017 after demonetization they started Paytm UPI insurance attachments, then Paytm payment banks, Paytm Gold, FASTag, event ticketing, so many things. 2018 they started PayPay, Paytm Money, Paytm First Games. They are into gaming industry also. 2019 they started with BNPL Merchant Cash Advance. 2020 in COVID period they started Soundbox, BNPL 2.0, insurance bookings, all-in-one QR codes, gateway, Android POS, credit cards. 2021 they started with equity trading, smart POS and derivative FNO. So their blueprint is spread across so many areas. Most of the earnings for Paytm comes from merchant fees, convenience fees, brokerages, and platform fees. So payment services vertical contributes close to 70 to 71% of the revenue. Commerce and cloud services contributes one fourth around 25% and 5% is added by financial services. It's small so far. Paytm has many benefits for merchants as well as consumers. Let's see for merchants, they have comprehensive payment solutions, acquisitions and retention of their customers, access to digital financial services. And for consumers, they have wide pool of many daily services or use cases. Based on that, they can use the payment services from Paytm and they have access to many financial services. If you talk about Paytm's strategy, they are targeting for more merchants partnerships, so they are offering more services and more convenience. So they are planning to acquire more consumers. More consumer means more business, more revenue, and ultimately they will lead to more profit. Paytm future, what could be the future based on the current strategy? They are planning with rapid growth. Where is the scope for the growth? In digital payments, online gaming, e-tail, that is means electronic retail, electronic grocery, online food delivery, advertising and ticketing. This has close to 30 to 35% on an average growth scope for next 5 years at least. If you are new to the channel, request you to please subscribe, like, share this channel with your friends. Press bell icon so you'll get notifications for our new videos. Before we take a decision, we should understand the possible threats or potential risks also in this business. This company is still in losses. They have so much competition in the market. The revenue growth is negative, that is close to minus 7% what they have published for last 3 years. Also the cash flow is seen as negative and they have certain tax litigations also. All these things should be considered before we take a decision. What are the objectives behind this IPO? They want to grow and strengthen overall ecosystem around them. They want to start new businesses, new acquisitions, and new partnerships. Also, some portion will be allocated for general corporate purposes. So far, this will be the largest IPO with 18,300 crores, more, almost double than the Zomato IPO. And each share will have the face value of 1 rupees only. Fresh issue will be 8,300 crore only. Rest 10,000 crore massive amount will go to some of the investors. This will be listed both in NSE and should we apply? If your vision is short term, that is you're looking for listing gain, you should watch around the gray market premium. We will get to know in coming days. In case your vision is long term, then you should think about the large customer base they already have and the so many services already available with them. Industry is tend to have the good amount of growth. This company is planning for aggressive launches of new products and services. Also, they are known for aggressive marketing. This could help us in achieve our financial goals. This IPO will be open from 8th to 10th of November. Lower price will be 2080, upper price will be 2150. Each lot will have 6 shares. Minimum lot need to be applied as 1, which is for amount 12,900. Maximum lots you can apply for 15 in the retail category. Allotment is expected on 15th of November. 16th of November refund should be started. Demat credit is expected on 17th and listing is expected on 18th of November. Whether you get the allotment or not, you should watch for the performance of this company, how the competitors are performing, and if you want to have additional strategies, you can invest for mutual funds. There are many videos available on our channel. Gyanveda channel has many such videos on investment, mutual fund, stocks, IPO, insurance, tax, and we will get so many along. So please subscribe, like, share, press the bell icon so you will get notifications with our new videos. If you have any suggestions, comments, or if you want to have many new videos, kindly use the comment box. We will try to make the events. Happy investing. Thanks for watching. Dhanyawad.